everyone, my name is Dr. Abimbola Adetunji and welcome to the platform of Shalom Health Talk once again. Today we'll be talking about the kids flu vaccine. Yes, you got that right, the kids flu vaccine. This is the first time in Republic of Ireland that there will be a nationwide campaign to get our children vaccinated. The one in Ireland is called the Fluenz Tetra. Fluenz Tetra, and it comes in the form of a nasal spray suspension. Now, the good thing is it is free, so we don't have to pay a cent for it. It is free and it's licensed for children aged between 2 years and 12 years. So if your child is 24 months old to 12 years, it is free for them. At the local GP, it's available there, or at the pharmacy. So you can ask your GP about it, your local doctor, or the pharmacist if you're making inquiries about it. Now today, we're going to talk about what it is. Yes, what is Fluenz Tetra? As I said, it's a vaccine. How it works, how it is given, what are the common side effects of it, and even though it's licensed for children aged between 2 years and 12 years, it's not all children that should get it. There are children that should not get it, and I'll be highlighting this during this short video. What is the Fluenz Tetra? Like I said, it is a vaccine and it comes in the form of a nasal spray suspension. It comes at the recommended dose of 0.2 mils, which is given in divided doses of 0.1 mil. That's half of it in one nostril and the other half in the other nostril. Like I said, it is free. It is for children aged between 2 years and 12 years old. It contains the 4 deadly virus strains, so it protects against the 4 deadly influenza virus strains and other closely related strains to it. Now, children are at risk, believe it or not, of getting complications from flu if they get infected. Now, not all children, some children. Now, the complications can be really serious. Complications, what are those complications I'm talking about? Complications like pneumonia, in which case they'll need to be hospitalized, bronchitis, or even the more serious and very dangerous one called encephalitis. Yeah, encephalitis. It's just simply an inflammation of the brain lining. Now, this is very rare, but it can be very, very serious and dangerous if a child gets this complication as a result of contracting the flu infection. So you can see it is safer to vaccinate our children. Now, how does it work? When a person is vaccinated, so in this case, when the child receives the kids flu vaccine, which is called the Fluenz Tetra, what happens is that the child's immune system, which is basically natural body defense, will develop protection against the influenza virus. How is it given? I already mentioned earlier that it's in the form of a nasal spray suspension and the dose is 0.2 mils. It's really tiny. Now, it is not injected. It is in the form of a nasal spray, so it's not going to be injected. It's given half, which is 0.1 mil, into one nostril and the other half into the other nostril. And it doesn't take long at all. I know children might get, start crying or get a bit anxious about it, but it would be good for, parents to tell them that, look, it's just as if there's water kind of going up the nose and it's painless. It doesn't hurt at all. Well, they could give an incentive of like, if you're a good girl, a good boy, I can take you to the shop and all that, just to encourage them to get it. And basically when you get to whoever is administering it, because it's administered under the supervision of a doctor or the pharmacist or the nurse, it's given in the upright position. The child doesn't have to hold their breath or anything. They can breathe normally during the administration. They don't have to sniff it hard or anything like that. And it does not take time. It's really preparing, the child. If they had a pep talk at home, it makes the administration and the whole process painless and relatively easy, both for the child and for the person who's administering it. Now, most children will get it once. But however, I need to mention that if the child has a chronic health condition, as in a chronic heart condition like congenital heart disease or a chronic lung condition, the child will need to have 2 doses if they've never had the flu vaccine before. And these 2 doses are given 4 weeks apart. Your GP, local doctor, or the pharmacist will let the parents know about it. Now, what are the possible side effects? There are common side effects, which include a runny nose or a blocked nose or a stuffy nose, some weakness, reduced appetite. Those are very common. Other ones that are common, the child could get a fever. After getting the vaccine, you could give simple paracetamol for it. But if you have any queries or any concerns, I'm sure your GP or local doctor, the pharmacist or the nurse will be readily available to answer, your queries. They could get a headache or you could get muscle pains. Now, there are some side effects that are uncommon, and these include like an allergic reaction. They could develop a rash or a nosebleed, but these are uncommon, but it could happen. Now, if it does happen, it will be good that you tell whoever administered it, whether it's the doctor or the nurse or the pharmacist. By doing that, you're helping to provide information in terms of the safety of the vaccine. Now, I mentioned before, I said not all children can get it, even though we want to encourage all children between the ages of 2 years and 12 years to get it, but not all children. And the categories of children that can't get it include those who are allergic to any of the ingredients in the vaccine. These include gelatin, gentamicin, monosodium glutamate, arginine, hydrochloride. Your doctor or the pharmacist or the nurse, whoever is administering it, will let you know. The other category of people who can't get it are those who are allergic to eggs or egg protein. Any child who has a blood disorder can get it, or if the child is on acetyl salicylic acid, which is aspirin. And that's because if such a child is given the vaccine, it could cause a syndrome called Ray's syndrome, which is a very rare disorder. No one knows the exact cause, but it causes liver and brain damage. So those are the categories. So if your child is in any of these categories, please notify whoever is administering, whether it's your doctor or the nurse or the pharmacist. So with all this, like we've talked about the Fluenz Tetra, we've talked about how it works, what it is, how it is given, the possible side effects. So I want to encourage you all, if the child is not in any of those categories, if the child is eligible to get the vaccine, please encourage the child to get the vaccine. Encourage your child to get the vaccine and spread the word. Remember, when the children are happy, we as parents are happy as well, and we're at peace. If you like this video, please click the subscribe button on the screen and give it a like, thumbs up. Till I come your way again, I remain Dr. Abimbola Adetunji, and will be coming your way again next week when we'll discuss about another interesting issue. Thank you.